Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another week, half a week in my life. It's Monday the 28th of October today, 10 p.m. and we are in our new hotel room. I'm wearing a Monaco shirt, but we're not in Monaco right now. We are in Porto. If you've seen my last vlog or vlogs, you'll know that we have been in Portugal for the past week and a half, and we spent 4 or 5 days in Lisbon. But then from Lisbon we picked up a car and drove down to Lagos, and we have been there for the past 4 nights. Then today we drove our car back from Lagos back up to Lisbon, so that was about a 3-hour drive, and then we dropped the car off at our car rental place and we caught a Flixbus from Lisbon all the way up to Porto, which is where we are now. And this, sorry, Jacob's having a shower. Hopefully the noise of the shower isn't too much because it's actually quite loud. Hold on. But yeah, so just tonight I think we arrived in Porto at around 5:30, 5:40, and then we arrived at the bus station, caught a train to the city centre to where we're staying now, which is in an area, I completely butchered this before when I was telling Jacob where we're staying, in an area called Bolhao, something like that. That's definitely wrong. I'll put it on the screen, but that's the area that we're staying in, and it's very cool. There's lots of shops, bakery, pastry shops with all the Portuguese tarts around, lots of little food places as well. So basically what we did when we arrived tonight, we checked in, dropped our bags off, and then went out to find some food. We were both pretty tired after, the big drive today and then the long bus ride. If you haven't done long-term travel before, travel days are rough. Even though you're really not doing too much, I, for example, today sat in the car for 3 hours and then sat on a bus for 3 hours. It doesn't seem like much, but because it's stressful, because you're I say stressful, but we know it's the good stress. You get to travel stress. You have to pack up your bag, get in the car, drive, and drop off the car by a certain time. And then we were really rushed on time because we stopped to get lunch, and the place we got lunch at was super busy. So we dropped the car off and then had to call the Uber. It was actually a Bolt, not Uber, to come pick us up from the car rental place and then take us to the bus station. And then we got there, and it was actually plenty of time, but then you've got to make sure you get on the right bus and find the right bus and yada yada yada. And then once we even sat on the bus for 3 hours, then we arrived here at the bus station, had to figure out how to get to the metro, figure out how to buy tickets, what ticket to buy, and make sure we get on the right train. And then once we get here, we need to continue and this whole time we're dragging our bags around, and then we had to take our bags from the train station to our accommodation, which again, only a 3-minute thing. Each of these things, they're all very simple and very easy and not difficult to do, but even though it sounds like you've done nothing in a day, the travel days are very tiring. So we were very tired at the end of today when we finally arrived at our accommodation at 6:15, 6:30 maybe. So we just went around, had a walk around for about an hour, and then picked a place for dinner. We ended up just getting some takeaway empanadas. They were delicious. We just got them takeaway, and we also got some Portuguese tarts takeaway, and came home and had dinner here. And have just been relaxing, chilling. That's kind of been our first night in Porto. As I said, this is our last stop on our Portugal trip, our Portugal portion of our trip, which is very sad. We've loved Portugal so much, and I'm sure we're gonna love Porto just as much as we have loved Lisbon and Lagos. So I'm very keen for these next 4 days. We've got a few little things planned, but nothing major. One thing that we want to do is definitely a walking tour. So after I finish recording this, I'll probably look up a free walking tour to sign up to tomorrow. But that's probably top of the to-do list. And then probably tomorrow we'll just spend walking around the city, go find the old town, because we're not actually staying within the old town this time, I don't think. So we'll go find that and just do a bit of general exploring. And we've got 2 full days, which I'm not sure exactly what we're doing. We'll have to plan. Might do a day trip or something. I don't know. I haven't looked up exactly what to do while we're here. But then on our last day, we're flying out to go back to Italy at about 3:30 in the afternoon, I think. So we are looking at potentially, well, I've booked it, so the plan is to hire another car and go do a fun little day trip for that day before we fly out at 3 o'clock. So I was just gonna jump on and say a quick hello and welcome you to the vlog, but I've been yapping on for a number of minutes now, like 10 minutes my time. It's 10:10, but welcome. Thanks for being here if you're here, but I will see you in the morning so we can start exploring Porto together. Good morning, everyone. I don't know what day of the week it is. I think it's Tuesday. We are up, we're ready. It's our first full day in Porto, and I'm in our little Airbnb hotel. It's like almost 11 o'clock, I think. We had a little sleep in this morning, and we're about to go and head out on a walking tour. I've booked one in, like, you can book in like these free walking tours, and then you like basically pay at the end, like as a tip. I think usually you're expected to pay like, I don't know, 10 euro each-ish. You can give more, you can give less, but I think 10 euro is like the base, and you can give more if it was really good or not. But we've signed up to one of them at 11:30, and it's like a 10-minute walk from here. So we're gonna leave pretty soon and grab some food along the way. And then I guess after the walking tour, we'll see what's around Porto. And I guess we'll kind of go from there, see what was good, go out for lunch maybe. It's starting to get a bit colder now. It's November, literally on Friday, I think. 1st of November, so it's getting a bit colder, but this is my outfit of the day. I'm just wearing this little lemon shirt and then this skirt. Anyways, let's go get some food and do this walking tour. Good evening, everyone. It's like 8 o'clock now. We ended up leaving our apartment pretty late today. I think it was like 12:30 maybe. And then we went for about a half an hour walk to these pretty little gardens. I'll put the name of the place that we went to here. Yeah, we walked there. On the way we stopped in like this beautiful church as well, and then we looked in like the art gallery museum. We left there and walked down along like the main river in Porto, and they have like an old tram line which runs, and so we jumped on that tram. I think it was like 8 euros each for a return ticket, and we caught it all the way out to like the beach. Half watched the sunset down there, got a pastel de nata. We got one there, and that was pretty much our day today. We've just come back and are chilling. I'm gonna be reading my book in a second. I'm reading by Kelly Bishop, the lady who plays Emily Gilmore in Gilmore Girls, and I really didn't know anything about her until I've started this. I mean, I'm only 31% of the way through it at the moment, but tomorrow it's looking like it's going to be a bit of a rainy day, so we've lined up a few things that are like indoors activities. One of them is like go inside. There's like a jail, which is now like a photography museum, and that's free, so we're looking at doing that. There's also like the most beautiful most beautiful bookstore in the world, and there's also like these indoor markets that are right near us that we will probably go to for lunch as well. But that's our plan for tomorrow, and yeah, that's pretty much my updates for the day. Sorry about the lighting. We are loving Porto at the moment. I asked Jacob today as we were walking back home, like, which city was your favorite, like Lisbon or Porto? And I think his is Lisbon, but I think I like Porto more. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you exactly why. I just think Porto is like, I don't know, I like the vibe, it's cool. But anyways, I'm going to sit back, relax, and read this now. Maybe Jacob and I'll watch a movie in a minute. Oh, and also we did in fact get some more of the pastel de marcas, the Portuguese tarts. We got them. This is our favorite. We've tried a few different like stores, and this one was recommended to us by our free walking tour guide yesterday. She said she likes these ones the most. They like come out hot. We've got 4 in there. I'm very keen to eat these, but I'll probably wait till after I have a shower. These will be our dessert. We'll probably just have 1 each tonight, maybe 1.5, and see how we go. I'm just gonna chill now, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's the next day now. I can't keep track of the days. Nothing has happened since I updated you last night, but I just wanted to let you know I finished my book. I pretty much read like 3/4 of the whole thing last night. I think I was at like 30% yesterday, and I finished it last night. The third Gilmore Girl. It was really, really good. I just love reading real stories about people's lives, and so I've started on my next book. I'm now reading My Steve by Terry Irwin. But yes, so that's what I did last night. Jacob's a little bit sick. I'm a tiny bit sick, but he's a bit sick. We've been getting on and off sick throughout this whole travel journey. Like, it's like at least, honestly, like once a month, I would say that at least one of us gets sick. So we've just been taking it slow. I went out and got us some breakfast this morning, and we've just been chilling here. I responded to some messages from some friends, and then today we're going to go out. We're going to go see that photography museum I think I mentioned, maybe go see the bookstore, and just like wander around and enjoy our last full day in Portugal. Hopefully we'll get some more pastel de natas as well, because we're loving them, and obviously we're only in Portugal for 24 more hours, so want to have as many of them as we can before we head back to Italy tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to go to the airport at like 9 a.m, pick up a hire car, and then do like a little road trip for the day. I think it's like a famous road. Jacob found it. It's like apparently the most beautiful drive in Portugal or Europe. I think maybe Portugal. And so it'll be like a 4-hour drive. We go along the highway, and then there's like a stretch of road, which is apparently really nice. So we're going to go do that. But it is looking like it's going to rain tomorrow, so I don't know if that ruins it. We hired like a convertible, like a mini convertible Fiat. So if it's raining, that's not ideal, seeing as we hired a car to be like a convertible for a fun drive. So we'll see how that goes. But that's our plan for today and tomorrow. And then we leave, which is very sad. We were in Portugal for 12 nights, 4 nights in Lisbon, 4 nights in Lagos, and 4 nights here in Porto. We kind of wish we maybe did 5 nights in each or longer. We've really, really loved Portugal. It's been a great mix up from like the rest of the travel we've been doing recently. We've spent like a lot of time in Italy. I love pasta. Like, I thought I would never get sick of pasta, and I'm not sick of pasta, but it's been so nice to have like proper meals here as opposed to just very carb heavy things. And I'm again, I love pasta, so I'm not against just a bowl of plain pasta, like I love, but like after having it for so long. We went to a Portuguese restaurant 2 nights ago, and like the dishes were just like full meat bowls, which were delicious, and very, sorry if you're watching this and like vegetarian, but they were delicious, and you just felt so good after eating them. Like, even though we were so full after eating them as well, like it was a good kind of full instead of a very heavy kind of full. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to update you on, but I'll bring you along for our last full day today before we leave. Friday now. We are leaving Portugal today. Today's our last day. It's like 8 a.m. now. Jacob and I have got to finish packing our bags, and then we will be calling a Bolt, and we're going to go to the airport, pick up a car, and then we're going for our little road trip today. Our flight's at like 3:40, so we've got like 4 hours of driving. I think it's going to be pretty much 4 hours straight of driving. Hopefully we have enough time to stop for lunch. But yeah, that's our plans for our last day in Portugal now. We had a nice day yesterday. We went to the things that I said we would. We went to the bookstore, which was actually really cool. We bought some books as well. I bought Little Women. We also went to that photography museum, which is inside the jail. We did the 2 indoor things when it wasn't raining, and literally when we were walking around before and after that, it was raining. But that's fine. And then we also did like a river cruise, and then we also went and tried some port because we're in Porto. And then we went out to like a nice restaurant for dinner and had our last 2 remaining Portuguese tarts for dessert. I want to have a quick shower. I was going to wash my hair. I don't know if I can do that at this point, so probably maybe not. And then I'll get dressed and we'll be on our way.